again. Hi everyone. Good afternoon again. And I don't think I need to introduce Zulekha to anyone over here. So I'm not even trying to do that because वो करते करते आधा घंटा और निकल जाएगा मुझको.
Oh,
खत्म
I don't
होगा.
mind.
But everyone knows who Zulekha is. Everyone knows what she does. So today she's showing what?
Bonbons, chocolate bonbons, how to fill them with Apura flavors.
Apura.
So what I have done here, I've used a compound today. Okay, because since it's not the temperature and everything and the tempering, it's a very long process. So I'm doing a compound today. Okay, so what I have done is just dusted my mold with gold dust. Okay, and then I've poured the compound, removed the excess, and just kept it outside at room temperature till it crystallizes. Okay, and now what we are going to do is put the filling inside. So what I have done, this is the Apura, the pan, Banarsi pan flavor. So what I am doing is I have made few bonbons for you all to try. So they are all with combinations of two flavors. Okay, so that one flavor is not very overpowering. So you get a combination of, like I've used Gulkan over here. Gulkan and pan. You have to see what goes well with your filling flavor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now just start putting little Gulkan. No, बहुत just little bit, not too much, so that you have enough of both flavors. Your Gulkand is gone in. I'll put my pan filling. Pan filling should be just there so that you have enough layer left for your chocolate to make the base. Okay, once you've done this, just tap it a little so that they are all nice and smooth. Now you have to keep this in the fridge or freezer for some time till it crystallizes. So once the surface is nice and set, then in the second step you put your chocolate and you seal your bonbons. So we'll put this in the freezer till we'll do something else. They are all different flavors, so I've given different colors so that you have to tell me what flavors are there then now. These are all compounds, yes. It's again the proper temperature of the chocolate you have to catch to get this shine. It shouldn't be too warm, it shouldn't be too cold. This is Belgian orange, orange Belgium.
And
With-
this is?
This is tiramisu.
Okay.
Okay. So what I have done is with Belgian orange, I have given a combination of orange and lemon peels. I've chopped orange and lemon peels and I've added, and then the mixture of Belgian orange from Apura. Shelf life of, if you keep it in the fridge, it stays for a longer time, but maybe a week, 15 days. Chocolates normally don't go bad because the fillings are also not made with milk products. Okay, the third one is my favorite. It's very funny that it's my favorite because it's bourbon whiskey, which is non-alcoholic again. So this is in combination with Caribou pearls inside. So you get a nice again crunch with the Caribou pearls. I have put the caramel pearls.
That's will take care of this.
So in Bonbons, you can do a lot of combinations using the fillings and the products that are available. Like we did in pan, like Gulkand and the pan filling. We'll do the next. Till then, our thing is set, and then we'll seal it once. I'll just check if it's set, then I'll do the sealing. So financiers are basically made with brown butter. That is, you caramelize your butter. Normally we do it on a proper induction or a cooktop. We normally don't do it on a microwave because it doesn't caramelizes that well. But here we are going to do it in the microwave. Till it caramelizes. So for the recipe, you all can take a screenshot and please, I need the recipe back. Just click. We'll combine all the dry ingredients first. Your flour, your almond meal. Financiers are basically almond cakes. Okay, they have. If you do make the traditional one, there is more of almond flour and less of flour. But here, since we are making it eggless, the almond flour will be less compared to the flour. Okay.
So we follow this pen thing or what?
That is double the recipe.
Okay.
So this is here we combine all the wet ingredients. Your half cup of milk and your vanilla essence is here. Two tablespoons of curds. Read the recipe. I have not yet come.
Have the recipe if you're finished.
Okay, mix your milk and your curd. Your icing sugar. Okay, we are not using castor sugar here, we are using icing sugar. Room temperature. Not homemade curd. Homemade curd has very high water content.
That's only curd and milk, right?
Curd, milk, icing sugar, and vanilla. One more box. Acha, the corn flour was already in the flour. Okay. Okay. So now we mix. I don't have a teaspoon. How much is the baking powder? I'm just eyeballing it because I don't have a teaspoon. Okay. So just whisk everything together. Here you have your corn flour, your almond meal, your flour and your baking powder. All dry. Your icing sugar, your milk and your curd and your vanilla goes here. Okay. They are very heavy cakes because financiers, they are very rich cakes basically. So this is not the color that we're looking for. It has to be buttery. When you smell it, you should get a very nice nutty flavor to it. The milk solids inside You can see it's separated out, but it has to caramelize. You know, when you make ghee, when you all make ghee at home, how does the milk solid caramelizes? We have to make ghee out of it. In short, it's called brown butter or burnt butter. Okay, financiers have a very prominent flavor of burnt butter.
How do you do that? It's like on gas?
On gas, it will happen only on gas or your induction.
So how long does it take?
Uh, 10-15 minutes, not more. Not on high flame, no. You're not going to purposely burn it. Low flame, let because see once it starts cooking, the butter will start bubbling. It gets foamy. Like your ghee, how your ghee gets foamy, same. So you have to cook it on a low flame for a little longer time till you feel it. You're getting that very nice nutty flavor. You stop it. Here you won't get it because it's not caramelized. So what I have made, that I have caramelized. So when you taste, you'll come to know the difference. This is salted butter. Okay. Let the butter come down a little on the temperature, and then you can pour it. So here I'm not waiting. I'll just pour it. But when you are at home, see to that it comes to room temperature. So this is the first process that you will do. Caramelize your butter and keep it, and then you do your rest of your things. Butter will go last. This is the consistency. Girls, let's concentrate here if you all don't mind. Okay. You can use your spoon. I prefer using a piping bag because it's much neater.
You can use any shape of mold or
Any shape molds. There's no restriction. But normally financiers are made in a rectangular size molds. Small rectangular size molds.
you've written we can add any filling.
Yeah, in the center. That's where we are going to use the fillings. It comes out like a donut. So the centers are hollow. So there we are going to use our fillings.
Okay, after baking.
After baking. Because I'm not sure if these fillings are bake stable. So if you try and use it in the cake, it might just.
So which ones do
Who's
you get
out?
which are bake stable?
So when I do this, I cover it once, twice, and I just cover this part so that I know I get a base to put my fillings. Can you do this for me? Be careful. Yeah? Don't over fill it exactly the way I'll just check on my bonbons. Baking time is 25 minutes at 190 degrees. 180 to 190 degrees. We bake this at a little higher temperature. People who use Bajaj will have a low temperature. So it's completely. See, this is the temperature I'm looking for when I'm pouring my chocolate. Little lower than this. Now this is a little warm. Why? Because my chocolate is already in the freezer. If I use a completely room temperature chocolate, it'll set the moment I pour it. Okay? You're done with this? I'll just discard this. Now, bonbons. See, you can see now they become matte. Don't try to touch them, they're still wet, okay? But when you use your fridge, keep it for good 10-15 minutes till the surface is completely dry. In the fridge, if you want to work faster, freezer. But don't keep it in the freezer and forget it. Because the shells will contract. So you don't, you need to really work very fast when you're working with chocolate. You pour your chocolate, you need. Normally it's kept in the fridge, but if you want to work faster, you can always keep it in the freezer. But then you have to really be alert when you're putting all these things in the freezer. Now you need to seal them. Okay? So just very little, just pour. Be very patient when you're working with chocolate. Huh? See, your shell shouldn't be very thick. Otherwise, when you bite into it, you won't get the filling. You'll get only chocolate, a hard chocolate filling that also. So it just be just right. Okay. Now I take an acetate sheet or a polythene sheet or whatever you all have, something just cover it like this. Okay. Flatten it. Hold it tight. Halfway through, scrape it. So this is sealed and your filling is also not out. Normally what happens when you try to scrape it, your filling is out. Turn it again. So now this normally should go in the fridge for around 25 to 30 minutes. Yes. So that it all comes out in one go perfectly. Now everything is intact. So it will take some time. So how will you come to know? When your shells start leaving the mold. That's how you come to know. I will check and then I will turn it. If the the shells are not left the mold, your shells, half the shells will stay inside and half of them will come or maybe get damaged while you're getting them out. So this we'll put it inside and we'll go back to the financiers. So this will bake in the second round. You can see they're rising. So this will bake in the second round. Yeah, so I've put chocolate vermicellis in them to give that look. The tigress looks. Now we'll just put the fillings inside. So you can put whatever filling you want. I've just picked up, since it's chocolate, I'll use the French biscuits. They're really very good. Yes, it's French biscuits.
French biscuits. Looks good.
It's really good.
Nutella,
These are to be served like this.
Yes, the holes are kept on purpose so that you have some kind of filling inside. With financiers, you can do a lot of fillings.
Which other fillings would go well with it?
All of them, because these are almond cakes. So the look is chocolate. So I've kept a chocolate filling. You have kept them plain, but they're almond. So I'm using a rasmalai filling, an Indian touch to it. Yeah.
it's nutty, right? Looks nutty.
Yeah, French biscuits are French wafers.
Can see that flakes inside. You can eat it.
And they always stay crispy, huh?
Okay. That's right.
Even with chocolate?
Okay?
Yeah, they'll be like fine.
So they're very rich cakes when you visit a 5-star hotel or something. The financiers are always there, but like bite-sized portion. Yes, it's always there.
Yeah, bite size also.
Quite simple. I mean,
Yeah. But the flavor is like you can say 98% close to the original one. Since we eat both egg and eggless, so we can try and get it as close as possible. So I'm waiting for Hema to come and show you. See, girls, they're done almost. Yeah. put this one. So on these financiers, since it's rasmalai, you can drizzle little, chopped pistachios to give it a more festive look to it. And the thing is that now we are making it upside down, so that the golden thing is coming on the base. Normally financiers are crusted on the top. Sampling for the chocolates, tasting, we are done.
Yes, you're done. थोड़ा साफ कर लेना वो पीछे वो है
Tissue.
और वो कहाँ गया उधर उधर इसको खाना ही लगा हुआ है लेकिन वो कैंटीन में वो सब हो जाएगा अभी 5 मिनट में काम करेगा
Take one and eat. Okay.
वो so soft
फिलिंग वाला है।
इसमें क्या डाला था
आप बोलो.
बिस्की और वो
अभी जो आपने यूज किया
नहीं वो बिस्की
बिस्किट्स वाला
This is gold flakes that I put on the mold first,
yeah
and I've colored my dark chocolate.
can we
It's always how you use it also. All the flavors are good. You have to understand the flavor and pair it with something to enhance the flavor.
पेयरिंग इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट।
It's very important because some of the flavors are really very strong. So you should know how to balance it out. You'll use it and then you'll say, oh, it's too overpowering, but you're not balancing it out properly. Thank you.